What up, friends? Ready for some afternoon yoga? Let's do this. Wherever you feel comfortable, if you're on your mat or outside, bring your legs together, your knees together. Press those biceps up against your ears. Take a big breath and start exhaling as you lean to one side. I'm leaning to the right. I'm pressing into my left heel. I'm doing a breath, 5 count throughout this series. If you want to breathe at your own pace, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. You can hear mine throughout the practice. If you want to get loud with it, that's cool, okay? And let's take a big inhale and exhale at neutral. Maybe get a little shoulder motion. I'm a little sore from the cable park, so I might look a little stiff. As you go up and down, you're breathing in and out. Push that water up and push that water down. If you envision and engage your muscles as you push down, you'll really get a lot out of this. And then let's lean the other way. Press into your opposite heel. 5 breaths at your leisure. Breathe. Feels good. Okay, as you come back to neutral, take a breath there. Go ahead and push that water down one more time. Let's go back up, get a little fluid with it. A couple more. Big breath in as you go up. Exhale as you come down. Then up next, giving a quick tuck of the shirt as I get ready for some down dog. So I'm reaching down to the ground, walking my feet up, my hands forward, making myself a nice upside down V. I'm going to walk my back legs, lifting my heels, alternating back and forth between pressing my heels down to the earth. And then I'll go ahead and lift up my left leg, go straight up. Doing 5 breaths here. You can press into your heel. You can press into your toes. See the difference there. Notice what feels better in your body. Continue to breathe. As we twist our leg over to the side, get a real nice stretch going on the entire side body. Big breaths. Again, we're going to 5 at your leisure. Don't just hold your breath. Keep breathing. Okay, and come down nice and smooth, slow motion. And then let's go ahead and get ourselves a little knee tap. Hit the other knee. And then let's work ourselves into a lunge. It doesn't have to be beautiful. Celebrate when we get here. Put our hands to palm together. And then we're going to go ahead and lunge forward and go deeper into that as we breathe. 5 count. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Don't cheat and hold your breath. Keep breathing. Good for you, superstar. All right, now let's add a little twist. So as I exhale to the side, lock your elbow over your knee if you can. And go ahead and keep breathing. If you press your palms together with your elbows up to the sky and towards the ground, this should feel pretty solid. Breathe. And then as you ease your way up to neutral, go ahead and take a breath there. And then I'm just going to get spicy with it and twist to the other direction with the same knee forward. You can do a little bit of up and down if you need a little break. And then let's cruise on over to the other side, putting our elbow into our knee, pressing our palms together, balancing, breathing, love and life. Probably hear some cicadas in this. It's my peaceful little backyard. I wanted to share the good vibes today. It's beautiful. All right, now I'm going to go back into down dog, walking my feet forward, or my hands. Jeez, that's the second time. walking my hands forward. I'm going to alternate walking my dog, and then I'm going to do my other leg. So this time I'm going to lift my right leg up to the sky, very slow motion. And you can like wiggle your foot if you want a little bit. You can extend your toes, maybe press your heel. See what feels good for you. 5 count there. Yep, those ankle twists feel real lovely. And then we'll open up to the side. Give a nice stretch to our upper torso area and the side body, side of your legs, hammies, all that goodness. 5 count of breath, so take your time with it. We're just breathing in and out. And then we'll make our way down, do a little knee tappity, tap, tap, taparoo. Go to one elbow, back up, that other elbow, okay. And then let's get into that low lunge. Graceful as you can, obviously. Some of us are more graceful than others, but be proud of yourself because you made it. And when you're ready, we'll take a few breaths here, lowering ourselves into that lunge, feeling the stretch, giggity. Keep breathing. Yoga is movement and breathing. Experience the magic. Let's go ahead and get ready to twist. So you take an inhale and then exhale as you twist to the side, bringing your elbow to knee, pushing your palms together. I can really lift my elbow to the sky on this one. My shoulder's in a little better shape, I guess. But you can be as active as you want with this stretch. If you're pressing into your heels on your front leg, pressing your palms together. Okay, let's come out of that twist and then take a big breath, neutral. Let's cruise over to the other side. It's a little bit more difficult for myself. I guess you could say it's an increased sensation. So if it feels weird, you don't have to do it, but it's nice to bend the spine to the left and to the right, forward and back, left and right, twisting. That's yoga. All right, as we finish up this twist, stand back up. And let's recover for a second. It's getting a little warm in the sun. I'm gonna step back in the shade, put my hands down. This is anatomical position, so I'm pressing all my weight into my heels. I'm like pulling my hands down, pushing gravity. I'm just reaching for the ground. Start doing some neck rolls. So I'm going back and forth against the back edge of my neck, stopping wherever there may be a knot, which right now I'm definitely feeling a little sore. Do some shoulder rolls, so shrug it out. I'm going in circles, big, slow circles, backwards, big breaths as you go in and out. Take your time with it, and then switch directions, go forward. And so you're reaching your shoulders up around your ears, and then bringing them down around forward. Should feel very nice. Okay, so let's roll it out again, see if the neck feels any better, any looser. Just notice if there's any difference. One cool thing about yoga is like the meditation aspect of it and just noticing things. So let's go with a wide stance here. And I've got my left leg in front of me, pointed towards the front, and my back leg is pointed towards the side. I'm reaching my hands up. I'm gonna like twist my fingers around or do some Spidey-Man stuff. So you're like shooting your little spider web out, twisting or flicking your wrist down. See what feels good for you. You're reaching your hands, extending them as wide as you can. Okay, so I'm really reaching for the fence and towards you. And then let's dip out of that, give ourselves a little break, and go ahead and go forward with our warrior. So I've got my left arm, left knee on my left elbow, left knee. My right arm is up in the sky. I've got my arm basically above my ear. I'm going to try to turn my neck off and just let my head hang here. Take a few deep breaths. Again, we're doing 5 this whole time. And now we're going to reverse our warrior. So our feet shift and we go back the other direction. Take a few breaths there. This one feels really good for me, so let's just take another couple breaths. Make sure you're going in through the nose, out through the mouth. You can wave your fingers there as we move our way up front, back to neutral, and let's go ahead and do that softball pitch underarm. See the difference that stretch feels as you bring your arm back forward. Do a little wiggle of the, hey Mabie, how you doing? That's Mabie girl. She was very intrigued with my wiggle finger. It's an official puppy dog approved pose. Look at those big wagging tails. Yep, they're cute, everybody. Okay, so let's go ahead and switch legs. Front foot is pointed towards you. Other one's off to the side. Bring our arms up. We're gonna reach for as much space as we can between our shoulders, so my hand is coming towards you. My other arm is going towards the fence, reaching, wiggling, shooting some Spidey-Mans. We're breathing the entire time here, folks. Earth-shattering news, I know, as we move forward. We got our elbow to our knee. We got our hand above our ear. Let's try to turn our neck off here and just kind of relax. You can let your head kind of droop down. I'm not really showing you too well, but that is a good concept. Now let's reverse our warrior. So we're coming back up, twisting our feet around, left arm to left knee as we raise our right arm towards the sky and above us, above our ear. You can lean as much as you want into that one, whatever feels good. Keep breathing. And as we come out of that one, let's go ahead and get into that softball mode. Bring that arm around forward. Feel how good that feels as you bring your fingers forward. Maybe give them a little shimmy shimmy, shiggity shig. It's kind of interesting when you just move different fingers and see what it feels like. Alright, keep breathing as we come out of it. Let's go ahead and get our face out of the sun and go for a nice wide forward fold. So we got our arms up over our heads. We got our our legs nice and wide. I'm gonna do a little shoulder action here. So if your arms reach above you and you can go behind you, see what that feels like. And if you're not quite there, no sweat. It took me a while. The cable wakeboard park has kind of messed with my shoulder this week, so if it looks a little weird, that's what's up. Pushing the water, and then we're gonna bend at the waist as we go down towards our toes. If you can't reach your toes, no biggie. Just let gravity do its thing. If you can, though, you can bring your fingers and do some exploration forward and back, side to side. Keep breathing. Doing a little walking towards my right foot here. And reach out towards my toes. Take a couple breaths here, and then I can incorporate a twist by reaching my right arm up towards the sky. If you're looking at your right foot, this should feel pretty awesome. If you snowboard, this is a very stylish grab. Keep breathing. Should feel pretty amazing. As we round out with our twist, let's go ahead and walk ourselves over towards the other foot. Take your time with it. Do some exploration. See what feels good in your body there. As you get your hands towards your ankle, take some breaths and then settle yourself in. Go for that twist. Again, this is pretty groovy on the mountain. If you like to lace the gnarly boots and get radical. Okay, keep breathing. Bring yourself up. Bring your hands all the way up. And then let's interlock our hands behind our back. Okay, so you twist your fingers together. And then we're going to lean back down. And then once we're in our position, we will lift our fists up as far as they may want to go. So if they don't go this high, no big deal. If it's just right on your back, that's totally cool. See what that feels like as you take 5 breaths. In through the nose, out through your mouth. And if you can hear the siren, that is the tornado warning test of the week. Wednesdays at noon, Columbus, Ohio. So we're breathing here. We'll do a little squat action. And then let's just do some of these little wide-legged things, like getting ourselves into horse pose. This feels pretty good to do it all slow motion. See how controlled you can be. Okay, and then we can go into a nice wide sumo squat. If you push your elbows into your knees, encouraging that just a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and look both directions and see how that feels as I'm breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. You can lean forward. You can try to keep your back straight. See what feels good for you. I feel like I should stop this recording, but maybe you can't even hear it. Maybe I'm just trying to be perfect, which is the opposite of done. And I'd rather you guys be doing some yoga with me. All right. Next, let's do a little bit of flow. So arms coming back up over our heads. We're going to reach down to our toes as we exhale. And let's go ahead and hang here in a forward fold. If your hands don't touch your toes, no big deal. Just go as low as you can, what's comfortable. You can take a few breaths here. You can look over your ankles and get a slight twist going. When you're ready, you can keep breathing here, and eventually we're going to bring our palms to our elbows. Get a little ragdoll going. So we're going to bring our arms together. And then, again, looking at your ankles, if you want to shift your stance back and forth, going heel heavy, one foot to the next. As you shift back and forth, that should feel good in the hips. Keep breathing. And then next spot is halfway lift, so our hands are going to go to our shins. And we're going to push our head forward as much as we can, straightening our back flat to a 90-degree angle. Okay, if you hang out here and you press into your legs and breathe, it should feel pretty awesome in that lower back area. And then let's go all the way up, give ourselves a little reset. Okay, and then we're going to push that water down as we reach down and walk ourselves back down into a plank position. So you can go down dog and then to plank. You can hold plank as long as you like. It's basically a push-up. And then we're going to go ahead and lower ourselves down. So as we exhale, lower your knees to your belly, all the way down, pressing your palms into the ground as you arch your back up. Exhale. Okay, and then let's pick ourselves up. Go back into a little child's pose, and then we're going to get situated for cat and cow. So we're going to be on our hands and our knees. We've got a neutral spine here. And as we proceed, we're going to push our bellies towards the ground and raise our head and do moo. And then we're going to raise our backs up and do a little kitty cat meow, okay? So you can do the sounds if you want. It's kind of fun. If you just want to breathe like normal and be an adult and not have fun, that's okay too. But me and the puppies, we're going to have a good time here. Keep breathing. You exhale as you arch. Keep breathing. He's a cutie pie. Shall we do owl?
Big breath in.
Okay, so from Hero's Pose, once Mr. Mez takes a little break here, let's go ahead and lift our leg forward and just do a nice little low lunge. Take some breaths there. Pet your pooch if they're near you.
He's coming.
Who else likes doing yoga with their puppy dogs? Maybe their kitty cats. Okay, let's do the other leg. Lean forward into it. Should feel lovely. Take some breaths in through the nose.
Hey, Mr. Bestie.
And as we round out the next position, let's get ourselves back in a down dog. And then we'll walk our feet a little bit, because why not? It feels lovely. And then just for fun, we'll see how our bodies feel the second time around. Notice any changes? Oh, let's change it up a little bit and get a little stability check. If you walk your feet around, see how your shoulders react. Going to both sides. And then let's get back to neutral. Check out the difference. Lifting our leg up and to the side. Do our hips feel any better this time around? Are they feeling looser? Are you feeling amazing yet? Check out the other side. Can't do one without the other, right? A few breaths there, and we're going to come back down onto our knees. This is Hero as we make our way into half camel. So we're going to get yourself comfortable on your knees. Feet are behind you. Raise your arm up and over all the way to your ankle. So I've got my right arm to my right ankle. Then we're going to go ahead and take a couple breaths as I bring my left arm up. This is half camel. In through your mouth. Out through your nose, if you want to mix it up. Wiggle your fingers, see what that feels like. In through the nose, out through the mouth. As we exhale, let's go ahead and get situated neutral, and then bring your left arm over to your left ankle. Bringing your right arm towards the sky, half camel on the other side. Take a few breaths here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Breathe. Good. Okay, and if you are feeling limber, you can go ahead and reach back all the way to full camel. So that's both hands on both ankles. And if you can't get there, it's okay. It took me a long time. Take some breaths here. And then let's go ahead and make our way to a seat. We do a little groundwork, chill out as we get towards the end, I should say. So I'm going to bring both my feet in front of me. I'm going to go down towards, oh wait, this is boat pose, so yeah. I need to get myself situated a little bit. And then you're going to lift your feet up, and you're kind of just doing a sit-up as your hands are not supporting yourself. You're just breathing, engaging your core. Keep breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. If you are getting tired, you can reach your arms down and then grab the underside of your legs there. That makes it a nice, solid foundation. It's amazing how much more stability you get if you touch there, but you can also get a little more sensation if you want to keep your hands up. Okay, next, let's get ourselves set up so we can roll back with our mats back flat on the mat. Oh wait, first I did bridge, it looks like. That means my hands are behind me. Okay, anyway. Let's get ourselves situated into happy baby. So, laying on our back, we've got our legs towards the sky, we've got our hands around our soles. Okay, we're going to roll back and forth. You can extend one leg, you can bend the knee of the other. Have fun with this one. Go with what feels right. Have fun with your happy baby. Keep breathing. Exhale through the mouth. If you lose it, it's okay. And then this is upside down child's pose. I'm just pulling my knees tight towards myself. And then I'm going to focus on one. So I'm going to let my right leg down, very slow motion, as I'm pulling my left leg towards my left armpit. And then you can move your foot around a little bit, see what feels good there. And then let's bring both of our feet back, pulling both of our knees towards our armpits. We can do some circles with our feet. And then after we've done both for a minute, let's focus on the right leg. So I'm going to bring my left leg down as I pull on my right knee towards my right armpit. And again, you can start wiggling your foot in some circles, see what feels good there. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. That one feels really good, so I take my sweet time with it. Might do a little bit more bridge here, so let's put our hands behind us, lift our bums up. You can sway side to side if you want, or just be happy that you're feeling there stable. Okay, after you take your fifth breath, you want to make your wave down, and we're going to work on fours. So we're going to bring one of our knees over. So our ankle is now on our knee. We've got our one foot pressed into the grass, the other one is flexing. And then you can use your left hand to press onto your left thigh, encouraging that thigh to open up. Keep breathing. If you wiggle your foot or keep it flexed, it'll certainly keep your knee safe. Continue to breathe. And then let's change up the sensation by lifting our leg and incorporating different motions here. So we're going to reach through our leg there and grab both sides of our thigh. Raising our foot towards the sky. Start doing some circles. Feels pretty good for me. So I'm going to do circles. I'm going to lower my foot. I'm going to try to bring my foot like in a big circle as I'm doing little circles. So see what kind of sensations you can produce. If you're lowering, you're rolling the ankle, maybe you're going towards the inside, up and around. See what the different heights, the different sensations. Keep breathing. You're doing super good. Mr. Mo. All right, let's switch legs. So I've got my right leg up, and I've got my right hand on my right thigh, pressing that in. So I'm getting a little hip opener here as Moses settles back in, approvingly. He's like my OSHA supervisor. So don't forget to breathe. Push your thigh, flex that foot a little bit. breathing. Really like to roll my ankle around. It feels really good. When you're ready for the next level of sensation, you can bring your arms through that hole around your thigh. And let's raise your foot towards the sky and mess around with those circles again. So see what feels good as your foot moves up and down, incorporating some rolling into it maybe. Maybe you can't. Maybe it feels totally different. We're breathing the entire time. 5-ish breaths, maybe a little longer because this one feels pretty good. And you may notice my circles are not nearly as smooth on this leg. It was certainly something I noticed while doing it. Nonetheless, getting those brush strokes in, right? It's very much jerky though. Can't all be bangers. Okay, so this is really, really nice hip opener, so I take my sweet time. You might have done, I don't know, 10 breaths at this point. I've lost count, but hopefully you're enjoying yourself. So bring our foot down. Press your thigh in again, see if it feels any different there. Should feel pretty good. Let's go ahead and try it on the other leg too when we get to a good spot to switch it up. Maybe now. It's always fun to like hit a position again after you've done a couple more stretches and see what the difference was or is. Because generally you can feel it. Okay, as we continue our groundwork, I want to get myself situated so I can roll back. And I'm going to lift myself up by using my core muscles. I happen to be against a fence. I would be kind of doing pike if I had more space. Now it's kind of just like upside down child's pose. I'm going to play with this wall a little bit, walk my feet up. I can kind of press my toes into it and get some more sensation. I'm trying to go as high as I can, and if you open your wide V, let gravity do its thing, that should feel pretty good too. Moses was pretty into this one. And then let me go ahead and try to go as tall as I can. Nope. Okay, well that was good. Now it's time for Shavasana. And I don't usually get to show this one because I'm out in wherever the wilderness, but my backyard, I can kick it. Moses, he's a good supervisor. Go ahead and lay on your back. Shut your eyes if you'd like. You made it to the end of class. Be proud. Feel good. Probably got some good blood flowing. Colors just might be a little brighter. A little sparkle, a little sunshine, some other stuff. Appreciate you being here with me today. Thanks for joining me for a yoga class. Moses and Mabie both appreciate you watching. Be sure to tell your friends. If you're interested in a private Zoom type of class, I am available on Wednesdays from 10:30 Eastern to 5 o'clock Eastern. If you're interested, send me a DM and we can talk rates and times. Obviously, there's a homie hookup because I'm just trying to get people to keep breathing. All right, my friends, that's enough of that laying down. Hopefully you had a nice little nap. Until I see you next time, it's been real. Spread some love to your family and friends. Namaste.